If you look at what national security leaders have been saying, we have more diverse threats than America has ever experienced in our history. There are groups from all walks of life, all ideologies, from outside of our borders, from inside of our borders, who want to harm the United States. It's incredibly important that we have all hands on deck approach to being able to thwart it and to study it and to understand how we can stay ahead of it. NCITE stands for the National Counterterrorism Innovation, Technology, and Education Center. The Department of Homeland Security has centers of excellence. We are the only one that's designated to do counterterrorism research here at University of Nebraska at Omaha. I think the primary mission of our center is to provide sense-making about really difficult and complicated topics like why someone becomes a terrorist. In order to do that, you really have to have very smart people from across a variety of disciplines.
The fact that NCITE is an interdisciplinary center is important, right? I've been in a lot of centers and I've been in government before, and it tends to be stovepipe. NCITE's different, right? They have psychologists, they have terrorism researchers, they have criminologists. They bring them all together and say, here's the problem we got and how do we solve it?
We are not supposed to do research in an ivory tower. It's not supposed to sit on a shelf or in a book. Our job is to communicate it out to the public, and in doing so, we are helping prevent the very thing that we are studying, which is terrorism and targeted violence.
We have chosen to build the nation's largest consortium of counterterrorism researchers. We have over 60 different academics who are part of our network and 30 different institutions across the United States and other countries.
NCITE has supported us tremendously. Obviously, there's the support through funding, but I think they've gone beyond just being funders and also been a great opportunity to better network, whether it is through some of their annual meetings, whether it is proactively putting us in touch with practitioners at different agencies so that we can be able to better share our research findings.
NCITE is really invaluable to the Homeland Security enterprise. NCITE is also phenomenal scholars producing great output and research and results that have a practical implication for the work that we're doing at DHS.
It's such a privilege to be on the board of NCITE. This is things that we should have done 20 years ago, but we're just now getting to do. We're looking at bringing people together who are dealing with this problem at the national and federal level and really getting them to communicate, talk with each other, as well as to academics.
I really felt that we needed a national security center here in Nebraska. Nebraska is in the middle of everywhere. We are equidistant from the coast. We have our finger on the pulse of what Middle America believes.
Agriculture is a huge part of the business here and people's lives. Protecting agriculture as a form of critical infrastructure is critical, and we're in a unique position in a city like Omaha. There's just so many opportunities for partnerships and collaboration and for the work that we do at NCITE.
Every student that is here in University of Nebraska at Omaha is paid for their participation in NCITE. We want them to interview top leaders in national security. We want them to get tours of the Facebook data center. We want to send them to Washington, D.C. to be able to share their research with people who need it.
Being able to be around people in criminology and IO psychology and in other disciplines has shown me like a whole wide range of different ideas and ways of thinking. It's really just that commitment to interdisciplinary understandings and collaboration that has changed my worldview.
If you had ever told me when I first started at Penn State that I would be doing any type of counterterrorism work, I would have looked at you funny. I feel that NCITE supports me as a student in various ways. It's being able to enhance my education by showing me the various ways that IO principles can be applied to many different scenarios, whether it's examining recruitment among terrorism organizations or figuring out ways to bolster the mental health resilience among counterterrorism researchers and practitioners.
As an undergrad, I would definitely recommend NCITE. NCITE has really helped me figure out what I want to do with my career. It's given me a really great perspective on how research can be used to help serve the greater good.
NCITE is going into its 5th year, strong. While I may not necessarily be a counterterrorism researcher directly, I do get a sense of hope in seeing the work and the effort and the passion the faculty and students put into continuing to help NCITE grow.
We always ask people at the end, what gives you hope?
That's probably the hottest question you've asked me.
What gives me hope?
What gives me hope is the folks at NCITE.
Working here, I sleep better because of the people that I work with.
Even though the subject we deal with is grim and can be scary, I am hopeful every day coming to office and seeing the bright faces of students who want to be part of solving these tough problems and the researchers who have their hands in the gears trying to fix them.
What gives me hope is that people, I think, generally are so resilient.
Getting to work with people that are hardworking and bright and motivated by making their community safer has been a really inspiring part of my career. I never would have imagined that I could have built an organization that was filled with so many brilliant people that are just genuinely want to make the world safer.